Good afternoon. I am the principal, Latrice Peterson, here at the center. It is a part of Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District, and I'm here to give you a little tour and let you know and inform you about what we provide for our students and community here at the center. This is a specialized campus in which students are selected to attend. We have two sides of the campus, and we'll take a walk and a tour a little bit more in detail in a few minutes. There are classes in session, so we don't want to interrupt. But first, let me just tell you that we provide services for individuals with disabilities, grades third grade through the 12th grade, in which our students here do access the modified TEKS, as well as participate in the STAR alternative to testing, state testing. Our students are provided with intense support and assistance. The ratio here of teacher to student is pretty high due to the students' behavioral issues and level of disabilities. We also ensure that our students leave us with socially appropriate behavior that would access them to our community after they leave high school in a safe way. We also have another part of our school in which we provide vocational support, intense vocational support, in which our students access our community about 4 days a week. They are students who have completed their necessary 22 credits. They are still students with intellectual disabilities, but these are students that are eligible or capable of working in the community post-secondary education. These students are provided with skills in the areas of transition, employment, vocational, and other training needs. They go to actual community settings and learn how to work. The goal of this program is to ensure that all the students that leave here have completed their goals and built a resume in which one day, hopefully, they will be gainfully employed. Our vision here at the center is one team, one charge. We work collaboratively together to ensure that we work effective as a team to make sure our students are requiring and getting what they need, and also to ensure their health and safety. The district's vision is lead, learn, empower, achieve, dream, opportunity for all. Being that we are a specialized campus, opportunity for all is what we definitely promote, regardless of the individual's disabilities, deficits, and areas of need. We are here to ensure that we fill those gaps as much as possible, support them, and help them join the community in a way in which they can be productive. Our life skills program specifically, while they are individuals that may not participate in our vocational side, once they reach the age of 18 and are here with us until 22, we still work to ensure that they are socially appropriate and make it through the school year, as well as transition into the community in a way in which they can still conduct and have a productive and healthy life. Here at the center, our community support is the most important piece to making sure that our students get and deserve everything that they need to be successful adults once they leave us. Our students that participate in the behavioral side of this campus, family support and parental support is very important in the whole scheme of things for this campus. We ensure that the families are working on things with their child that we are working on here at the school. Again, the goal and the purpose is to ensure that they transition into their community in the safest way possible. This means that we have to do a lot of collaboration with the families, with their doctors, with their mental health professionals that the students might be involved in or involved with outside of school, and just making sure that we're kind of on the same page with everything for that child. On the other side, with the vocational program that is setting forth our students and getting them prepared for work, They are out, as I mentioned before, 4 days a week in the community. These community places are not simulated. These are real and actual places in which our students go and train hands-on. This means our teachers have to go out and speak with our community and ask them and work with them to get our students the skill set that they need. Some of the places where we do go in the community are the Kroger, any type of supermarkets, grocery stores, as well as retail stores. We also do volunteer work as well. So any of our churches and other community resources that give back to the community, our students here participate in that as well. And they do everything that an actual employee does to get and gain those skills. So our community involvement is an extremely important piece to the structure and strength of our campus. While our school is a specialized school and we do have our own facility, all of our students have access to any district facility that provides any type of additional extracurricular activities, sports games, and all of that. We are connected to a high school, and this high school has a football team, basketball team, Spirit Week, and all of that. We encourage student participation here at our campus as much as possible. One of the things right here behind me you'll see is our huge track and field. Again, while we are attached to another school and they participate in activities, our students also have access to this. We promote healthy living, walking, exercising, any type of sports that child might be interested in. We do have access to facilities here at the district for our students to equally participate just like everyone else. As I discussed, our students are able to participate in anything that their home campus does, such as prom. Our students are bused here from every school in the district. That's about 12 high schools, and they all come here. With that being said, our students can participate in their home campus prom, or they can participate or because they can do both, in our specialized prom for our life skills students. This is a special event that takes place every year, and it is a huge event in which the students look forward to it. Not only does the community donate gifts and we have a raffle, we also have what's called student volunteers. They come out for that evening and assist with ensuring that our students are having a good time. They're dancing, they're helping, eating with them, communicating, just socializing with them to ensure that their night is a special night. These volunteers also can come out during the day as well and work with our students in a few of the classes. Those classes are typically with the vocational side. We do have a business and media production side in which the students make crafts. They make art. They also do anything. They print napkins. They also do printing for invitations. They learn these skills and then they actually sell them. So sometimes we get those student volunteers as well as parent volunteers to come out and assist with the creating of those items and or the sales when we do have big sales. We participate in community sales as well. We also participate in the FFA in which our students can attend and set up a booth during that time. In addition to ensuring that our students get community involvement, where there are volunteers that come in, we pride ourselves here at the center ensuring that we are a safe environment first and foremost to our students and staff. As you can see here, all visitors must report to the main office. Due to the recent shootings and all of the things that's been going on in our schools across the nation, our superintendent at our district made it very clear that there will be some security updates that are mandated throughout the district. With that being said, one of the updates that our campus received was a vestibule area in which when entering the campus, you must be buzzed in. You must have a formal form of ID. If you are a district employee, you must be wearing your district badge at all times. If you are an outside person, you must show your ID. There are actual security cameras in which the receptionist can see you outside of the building before buzzing you in. There are 3 secure doors when coming into the campus. You must come in and be buzzed in from outside in. Then there's a vestibule area in which inside the receptionist area, it is mandated that there can only be 1 person in that area at a time, in which if there are others in there already, you must wait in the vestibule area to be buzzed in and checked in with your formal ID. Once you're checked in there, there's another checkpoint in which you have to be buzzed into to enter the actual campus. IDs are required for not just staff, but students are mandated this year and the years to come to wear ID. Some of the intrusions that take place, unfortunately, are perpetrators pretending to be students. And so another safety element that was added by our superintendent was that students must wear their IDs at all times as well. While we are a specialized school and we're not as large as some of the other high schools, because we're next door to a high school, we do have access to their police officers. So they are assigned to our campus as well. So we do have actual police officers that we have access to when needed in case of an emergency. We also utilize walkie-talkies at this facility. We have lockdown measures and procedures. We practice them and have had to use them in some cases. So again, in addition to community involvement and ensuring the education of our students, we definitely ensure the safety of our students as well as our staff here.
Am I still?
As you can see, the process to get in was just as I explained. You must be buzzed in from the outdoor in. The receptionist looked through the video camera, saw that I had my badge on, and proceeded to buzz me in which at that point, the next point of entry was at the receptionist's desk, in which she had to buzz me in again. We did finally enter. I had to sign in as well. So it was an actual hand sign-in sheet that's there for you to sign in your time in, who you're coming to see, and all of that, and I was able to do that. She then allowed us to come out of her reception area, in which she had to buzz me into the next door that allowed me to come inside and be on the campus and walk through the classrooms and all of that. So again, health and safety are important, and our safety measures were updated in the last couple of years, and we're continuing to work on it as we are trying to change the school to ensure that we are providing the safest place for our students to come and learn, as well as our staff to work. As I stated, we are a specialized school that focuses on education for life skills students. As you can see, this is a stimulated kitchen. It has real appliances in it: refrigerator, microwave, oven, stove, also a double sink, in addition to a dishwasher. There's also a washer and dryer in this classroom, as well as another private bathroom in which students can practice hygiene and other domestic type skills to assist them with life after they leave us here at this center. Again, it is a simulated kitchen, but everything in here operates just as those things operate in your own home. Students learn simple recipes here. They learn how to separate clothes, fold clothes, wash clothes, hang them up. Basic cleaning is done here. Keeping food refrigerated. Also, Foods are also located in our cabinets, and we actually have dishes and utensils for them to use, and it is a part of the life skills curriculum. Here at this campus as well, we are technologically up to date. So a few years ago, our technology department purchased Promethean boards for our school district. Our campus, again, while specialized, we have access to the general education curriculum and any items that they receive. And so we did receive updated Promethean boards, in which makes for more of an interactive, hands-on class experience. Our students also have laptops. There are enough laptops here for each student to have and work on personally. And on that, we have specialized software in which the students can do some self-guided learning. Also, due to our vocational side, our students can access applications, research jobs, research which jobs are hiring, what their job duties might be, what the qualifications are to be employed at that particular job. And so again, technology-wise, we are up to date and up to par with the rest of our school district. Each of our classrooms are equipped with a fire extinguisher as well as an emergency kit. In the kit, there may be information in there about specifics on the student's emergency contact, as well as a first aid kit in case of an emergency. Also, our doors are heavy doors with the double plated glass to protect for any type of intruders. Also, we have our emergency evacuation plan here. It just gives a layout of which direction we would need to evacuate in case of an emergency. We also have just emergency procedures, what to do in case of a fire, when we're on lockdown, lights out. Also, when we're on lockdown, when it's time for us to get inside and lock the doors. And we also have shelter, shelter in place, reverse evacuation, and just a basic hold in the classroom. And there's a brief description of what each of those mean for our staff to always have a point of reference when we do have to do those drills or in case of a real emergency. And that's we are a specialized school, and we do have access to the outdoors here that's attached to the other campus. But we do have a nice little quadrant area here where our students can eat lunch, relax, socialize with others. We also have on our campus a clinic with a full-time nurse in which our students have access to, as well as staff if needed. Here we are in the domestic lab. The domestic lab is a lab in which our students get to access a real life apartment. In this apartment, there is everything that would be in a small studio apartment. We have a bed, we have clothing in here as if they have a closet. We have a couch area, lounging area, carpets. We also have desks as well as a table in which the students practice setting the table, cleaning the table. What we do here daily is the staff will come in and put shredded paper down on the carpet, mess up the bed, and make it look like the home has been left in disarray. The students then come in and clean, in which they're pre-assessed to see what skill set they do already possess. From there, after assessments are done, pre-assessments, the teachers then lay out specifics on what the student needs to work on and get better at in this domestic lab. Again, as you can see, there is a Promethean board. Also, there is a projector in which PowerPoints and other type of interactive type of programs can be. We also try to teach students, again, independence. And part of that is when they come into the apartment, they are assigned specific duties, and those duties may change. And this is to help them self-direct their learning. Also, what we have, if you could follow me this way, for some of those students who are really reaching that independent point and don't need that one-to-one system, once we see that they're doing well, we will fade back. And one of the things that we have here in our specialized apartment that works really, really well is our double-sided window here. And so this is for our staff to be on the other side of this mirror or window, and they can watch the student work independently and kind of assess them. Again, everything we do, we make sure we have assessments that we can discuss with the student, their family, what they're working on, what they need to work on, what they're great at, and their areas of need. So this serves as a great tool to see how well they're navigating through this domestic lab independently. As a new teacher here on this campus, you have access to our staff lounge. In the staff lounge, also you have access to your personal mailbox, in which any type of information that is needed for you to have from us, principal and the staff here, you will receive it here in this area. We also have a bulletin board in which we will update on any type of trainings that are coming up, any information you might need as an employee here with us. We may have it here on this board for you. Also, contact information that might be useful for you as an employee. We also have vending machines in here, a refrigerator for your personal items, microwave, small little kitchenette area with a sink in which you can wash your dishes. Small computer here for you as well if you needed some. Also, this area serves as our resource room. Again, we're a small campus with not a lot of staff here, so this serves a dual purpose. You can also get your any type of paper here and access materials that you might need for your class. Of course, also in the front office, there may be some items we have locked up for you if you needed to ensure that you have what you need for your classroom. But again, this is a great environment. Staff are very appreciative of it. We keep it clean. Also, there's a little telephone room there for when your designated break time. If you need to make a phone call, you do have privacy. Again, and this is open at all times in all hours that our school is open. Hello, welcome to our multi-purpose room, if you will. In this room, this serves as our actual cafeteria for our students in which they can enjoy their lunch. Also, it serves as our adaptive PE room. Our students here receive PE and come in here and work out. And as you can see, it's already set up for an adaptive PE class with equipment. Different type of equipment is used. There's a mattress placed out for safety. Also, there is a bathroom located, male and female bathroom located in here, as well as water fountain for our students. We also have special activities held here as well for students as well as staff. Again, it serves as more or less a multi-purpose room / cafeteria and PE area for our students. Here's one of our vocational classes. It is set up as a full-fledged room, kitchen that is served and used as a purpose to teach our students skills in the kitchen. It is a commercial kitchen, not just a regular kitchen that you would have in your home, but a commercial kitchen. So the students are truly learning skills that they can take elsewhere and hopefully gain employment. So let's go ahead and take a look around. All of this equipment that's here, the students are trained specifically on. They learn health and safety as well. So they are learning how to keep themselves clean, what to put on. They wear hairnets, aprons, gloves, how to properly wash their hands, temperatures of water, as well as keeping utensils and items clean properly, as well as keeping items that should be hot, at what temperature those things should be. We have warmers here, huge double sinks. That's a triple sink over there. Countertops that are definitely, again, commercial size refrigerator, freezer, and then all of these working ovens. Our students prepare food for our staff as well as students at times. It's not their lunch, but as a part of the program, the students learn to cook certain type of food items, and they have lunch that they sell weekly to the staff. They create a menu They cook the food, serve the staff, and provide a good lunch for them, as well as practice their culinary skills. They also, because they wear uniforms and aprons, they too have a washer and dryer located in this industrial kitchen, and they are responsible for keeping their items clean on a weekly basis, daily in some cases. This program serves the students here that are in the full day vocational program here at the center, but also there are students that come from all over the district in our life skills program that may be 9th through 12th grade that have access to the program, and they will come over here for a 2-period block to be serviced in this commercial foods kitchen. As the principal here at the center, I always want to ensure that staff here have buy-in to what our mission and goal is for our students. In order to do that, we do what we have here is staff leaders. Staff leaders are assigned per grade level. These staff leaders collaborate with their other colleagues and staff, as well as any stakeholders, to ensure that our program is operating at its full potential. These grade level leaders meet with the teachers weekly. They discuss classroom arrangements, classroom lessons, making sure that the teaks that they're working from are modified to suit the student. Of course, they address and support the teachers that are in their grade level as well where needed. Also, they address any specialized issues that may be having or specific issues that may be going on with a particular student and assist their other teachers with those matters. Also, the team leaders conduct bi-monthly instructional learning. And this is just where its peer review takes place. Each of the teachers work together to review one another's teaching style and give and lend support where needed so that they can become better teachers for our students. Also, we also have ongoing crisis trainings that we have and conduct here at our campus, again ensuring the health and safety of all students and staff at our facility. Also, throughout the year, we have what's called a CPOC. CPOC stands for Campus Performance Objective Committee. And this committee reviews and analyzes data, whether it's testing data, behavioral data, any type of challenges that our campus might be having, as well as strengths. We review it, and we do the review to look at, should we be doing things the same way in certain areas, or should we look to revamp and redo things to better fulfill the needs of our students here. We also, just to make sure that we're together and cohesive as a team, we have a hospitality committee, and that hospitality committee assists other staff members with support where there's life changes or challenges and hardship. After the Hurricane Harvey, we had staff members to provide relief to staff and support them if they were displaced, as well as students and families who were also displaced. So we get together and do things like that as a team, as well as celebrations for birthdays, promotions, and again, life changes. Even we do baby showers for those who are expecting, as well as any celebrations for marriages as well. So as a team, we try to stay connected. I provide the staff with professional development as per needed or mandated from the district, as well as when I see a need here on our campus and need to review and refresh our staff on what is expected of them. And I try to hold those monthly, sometimes more, but for sure monthly. I try to hold professional development and meetings with staff here to ensure, again, that we're all on the same page with effectiveness for our students as well. We are continuing to work on staff retention at the campus, at our campus. We were at about 86%, and we're looking to increase it. One of the ways I feel helps keep and retain great staff is through professional development and additional trainings, lending support where needed so that staff know and understand that they are well appreciated here and that I am willing as a principal to invest in them. And so I try to do that as much as possible as a whole, as well as individually when I see fit. Also, we discuss constantly positive behavior strategies. Again, we're a specialized school. The one part of our campus does focus on students with the most severe behaviors in the district. And so those things actually come up more often here at this specialized campus due to the nature of the individuals that we serve on a daily basis. While I discussed our internal assessing and data collection, I also do staff surveys. We do have ways in which we bring in our stakeholders and parents to collect data and find out how they believe we're doing as a campus. Remember, it is a collaborative effort on all fronts. And so to ensure that I do submit or give out campus surveys as well as parent surveys, and we review that as well. Our parent surveys pretty much stated that they do agree that we communicate well with them. They're informed and well informed about the status of their child. And feel like they are a part of the overall school and community as well, which is great. But again, we always look to improve where we need to. One of the ways we ensure that collaborative effort with our community stakeholders, parents, continues on is making sure that our teachers are communicating with our families. For us, it's a daily communication method. We utilize daily communication notebooks. We make phone calls. We also send progress reports home. We take a look at their goals and also assess and crunch those numbers as to how each of the students are doing as it is in regards to their actual goals that they have set. We also, of course, because we are a school that services individuals with disabilities, complete IEPs annually. But for our families, we make sure we talk with them prior to IEPs and do what we call our pre-IEP planning. This again increases the community between our staff and, this increases our communication and keeps our communication strong between our teachers and the students as well as their families. And again, it is a collaborative effort. We do have a behavioral support specialist on staff here, and so we ensure that we involve that person with the overall health and safety of our students as it pertains to behavior. We work, this specialist speaks with the families to find out how the student conducts themselves at home. We discuss what we see at the school and try to make a collaborative effort to create plans, positive behavior plans that will really support the student the best way possible. Again, I discussed earlier the community partnership because we do have a community-based vocational program. At this time, we have about 10 community sites specifically, and they serve as work-based learning sites for our students. We also very inclusive. Again, we stand separate from the high schools, but we try to be as inclusive as possible. Our neighboring high school, we try to participate in some of the activities or allow those activities to come into our campus. We spoke about the volunteers, student volunteers. They're called PALs. We also talked about just the volleyball team, basketball team, football team, cheer students. again, we have all access to that, those resources for our students as well. One of the great collaborations we have here on our campus is with the wood shop teacher, as well as our cosmetology program that's connected again to the high school. Our students have full access to those teachers and their programs at whatever level suits them, for us to ensure that they are receiving a well-rounded education here at the center. We definitely have a great relationship with transportation. I mean, these are the people that get our students here safe and sound on a daily basis. So me as the principal, having a good and great collaborative relationship with them is very important, due to some issues that occur with our students here, whereas they don't get off the bus, or they have to be taken home at a different time than scheduled. Having access to transportation and being able to discuss these issues that we're having with them to ensure, again, the health and safety of the student is very, very important. So that is a relationship that I keep very well and communicate well with, again, for our campus. We've done some adopt-a-school partnerships as well, with St. Mary's Episcopal Church. They support our students and our staff. It's just been a great collaborative meeting of both school and that particular that church. Also, we do service learning projects. I think I mentioned that we take students out to go learn job duties, and some of those job duties are done in some of our nonprofit organizations in the area in which they give back. But we also do some service learning projects that may not require for the students to necessarily leave. We collect coupons for the military and send them out when we can. We do canned drives around the holidays, and sometimes not even around the holidays. If we know that there's families in need, we will do a collection and have our students bring in items that we can donate. So we don't just teach them how to be a citizen in which works and employed and receives a check. We also try to teach our students how to give back to their community that they will live in. We also, for communication purposes, and keeping that collaborative effort between us and our stakeholders and families, we use social media. We do have a Facebook account that is for our school news. And also we use a telephone service called School Messenger, and Messenger goes out for many of the events that we hold. If there was an emergency that day, if we had any special event or what have you, this School Messenger gives the family a call to inform them. It even informs them of any absences that the student has had. So if they're absent that day, the School Messenger will contact the families via phone call, to automated phone call, to let them know that there was an absent. We do try to be compliant with transition. That is huge for this specialized program. And compliant with transition is the specialized Indicator 13, and it's an audit, and it addresses assessing and planning for students' transition needs. And so we were compliant at 100%. Parents were provided ongoing information and progress of their child, whether in behavioral settings as well as non-educational settings, and agencies that support the student with disabilities. That's one of what we are charged to do with special education, is ensure that our families are connected to state agencies that will be a lifelong connection for the student as they enter adulthood and are no longer with our campus as a high school student. We also ensure that our families are connected, student and families are connected with Texas Workforce and vocational rehab services through a counselor. And again, these are additional supports that help the student with lifelong supports, whether it's in working, if they attend day hab once they leave us. These state agencies are there to assist the student as well as the family. And we really try to make it a welcoming environment. We invite the families here with those outside agencies as often as we can so that they can have a safe environment to discuss and talk about the future plans of their child. This can be a scary process, but as a principal, I want to make it as comfortable as possible for the families, as well as be as resourceful as I can. As a principal, I make sure that as I discussed before, that the teachers have access to trainings and room for development, but also as a leader overall with the families as well as the staff, I try to provide an environment of equality, equity, as we do serve a diverse group of students as well as staff. We all come from different places, different cultural backgrounds, different ethnicities. It doesn't matter. I make sure I train my staff on all things that would ensure that our environment is equitable and a safe environment for all of us. This includes trainings on sexual harassment, as well as discriminatory practices that should not be practiced here on our campus. And so as the principal, that is just as important as the education of our students. I try to lead by example by treating the students equal. It doesn't matter where they come from, what their disability is, what level of disability. I'm open to all of them in terms of communication. If they need to discuss things with me, I am a great listener for the students. And I also display this same type of personality with my staff as well. I want them to know that no matter where they come from, what their diverse background is, that they are free and always welcome to speak with me openly, and I am there to be a listener and guide them if needed. I do allow for times in which staff can set appointments with me and talk, and sometimes just through my observations of classrooms and things like that, I may decide to communicate with the staff on some strengths and maybe some areas of need that they might have, but I try to make it a comfortable environment. Again, it's also important for our parents to feel that way as well. When they come on my campus, they are very welcome. Again, no matter their ethnic background, the warmth, I try to make sure they feel that way upon entering my campus. It starts with my front desk receptionist. We do training not just on safety with everyone and the receptionist included, but my front staff is also trained to be welcoming and open and nice with all that enters the campus, because they are the front line, and that is just as important as anything else. It sets the tone for the campus and how we conduct ourselves on a daily basis. I think with all of the things that are happening with our students, I mean, even being sensitive to our students and staff who deserve equality, again, no matter the gender, the ethnicity background, and all of that. I always want them to know that they are welcome here. The other big important part is that if someone is different from them, our students as well as staff, that we are here at this campus as the principal, you are expected to treat others with respect and kindness. Again, I do a lot of this by example, leading by example. I do respect everyone that enters the campus, everyone that works here on a daily basis. And in our surveys as well with the parents, I do survey them on do they feel that they are treated fairly as a parent of this campus, and do they feel like they're heard, and all of those things, because it's important that I know that they're receiving great treatment when they come to us. An environment that is equitable and ethical to me breeds an environment of great learning, and the potential, the sky is the limit at that point. Again, the students feel safe in this environment due to it, as well as the staff. Again, trainings are conducted as often as possible on these matters to ensure that we are doing what we can for a positive learning environment. I am so glad you all were able to take a tour with me today of my campus. I am definitely looking forward to the upcoming year as the principal here at the center. It is a great place that I serve a great and unique population of individuals that deserve education, as well as transitional support to be the best that they can be post-secondary once they finish with us here at the center. Thanks again for coming.